For over 35 years in this community, this lodge has existed in its serenity, working with schools and fellowships, with youth programs and scholarships. A popular kids program, one of the best, called Hoop Shoots, a free throw contest. In the United States, the largest event of athletic games. To the Basketball Hall of Fame go the winners' names. Programs to support each and every veteran, clothing, food, and toiletries for each woman and man. Then came 2017, a day in August. A storm came ashore, we would feel its thrust. A storm called Harvey would put us to the test. We would stand our ground and do our best. Harvey hit with such a vicious attack, we stood firm and we fought back. Wave after wave of rising waters from the rain, day after day, the physical and emotional pain. We wondered how we would endure the strain. How much could we humanly sustain? Over time, the rain finally cleared. What we saw was more than we had feared. Destruction, flooded homes, families displaced. It was more than many had ever faced. On the faces of victims, the looks of fear and grief. We would do our best to bring some relief. We decided to give back to this community. We would become an island of humanity. It took 2 days to get organized. What happened, we could not have fantasized. What started coming in before our eyes was wave after wave of much needed supplies. To the top of the cooler, ice chests filled with meat were stacked. Trays full of food, the refrigerators were packed. Clothes, canned goods, and bottled water galore. Diapers, toiletry poured in the door. All the supplies were sorted and stacked to be easily distributed and be pre-packed. A crew from New Braunfels arrived with a roar, with 3 trailers of supplies at our front door. 2 days later, we would receive more. 2 big trucks from New Jersey, our spirits did soar. We didn't know if we could handle more. Our makeshift pantry was filled from the ceiling to floor. Community groups came to help, just needed a spot, so the lodge let them gather in the parking lot. The kitchen crew worked as well as a well-oiled machine. It was something, a sight to be seen. Boxed lunches were prepared by each crew. They worked together and knew what to do. An order for 530 minutes, the kitchen crew said no problem, and then did it. Each meal was prepared, was hearty and stout. Over time, over 30,000 would be sent out. Brookshire, Rockport, and Dickinson, Clear Lake, Wharton, and Galveston, all were sent supplies that were needed to help restart their lives and their dreams to be reseated. To Beaumont, provisions were taken. We could not, we would not let you be forsaken. Across this great country, to our sisters and brothers, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and all others, your support helped us to do our part. We thank you from the bottom of our heart. To the first responders, Cajun Navy, National Guard, the ones who risked their lives and worked so hard, our debt to you can never be paid. Our love and respect for you will never fade. All worked so well side by side. To single out one person, it can't be justified. The storm touched all of our deepest emotions, inspiring our actions to such epic proportions. To this community we are proud to belong, this one that is now called Katy Strong. There is no doubt I will always remember 2017, the days of August and September, when I was a member and can attest of the time when this lodge was at its best.